And we're live, I think.
Yeah.
Good evening, Carol John Shoppers. My name is Ben, and I'm using a pencil to hold my microphone. A pencil that a little girl named Everly gave me. John Shear's here. Andrew's here. No one's wearing that. I'm recycling a t-shirt. You're recycling a t-shirt. I don't even know if Andrew has a shirt on underneath that. You guys will never know. Good evening. Welcome to Carol John's Comic Shop and a really, truly incredible week of new comic books. Not only do we have the second Marvel DC crossover featuring Deadpool and Batman in 22 years, everything else this week is good. Like, everything else this week is good. We'll reflect that sentiment when we get to three things this week. How's everybody? I'm never going to know what your responses are while I'm asking it, but I'll find out later.
You could leave a comment.
Let me know.
See.
Yeah, let me know how you're doing. I had a wonderful weekend. I exposed 3 kiddos to Zelda for the first time, which is a great love of mine. And soon I will indoctrinate them and make it a great love of theirs. So thank you, Charlie, Ruby, and Everly, for joining me for Zelda experiences. Hopefully many more to come. Did you do anything fun this weekend?
Well, I've been indoctrinating my buddy's kid Cooper into reading Godzilla's.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
His mom is. Her statement was, "I know more about Godzilla than I should ever have to know." Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Andrew, what's going on with you? I know you're craving a warm bed. And
It's dark early. I just want to eat bread and put sweatpants on and get under a blanket.
I love it. Just embrace your inner critter.
Yep.
Well, cool. Well, we have some stuff to be excited about and get us out of bed coming up. One of the things being, and we'll never stop talking about it until it's over, our Black Friday sale is the end of the month from the 26th through the 30th. We'll have $1.5 million books lining the walls and the extra rooms behind the hidden bookcases and all that fun stuff. We will have half off back issues that whole weekend, half week too, so that's great. But what I'm super stoked about is the holiday art shows coming up. And this past week, we opened up the blank covers to be picked up. And so, therefore, we are ready for submissions. Our theme this year is Superheroes in Cleveland, which is a little general, but a little specific. We all came up with that idea as a staff to kind of open it up. So we have some amazing ideas.
Yeah.
We were feeding them to Andrea last week, and she's the only one with any kind of artistic talent between the 4 or 5 of us. So we're going to let her have hers. But
I have 3 solid ideas. I'll see if I can get them done.
I think they're all really good.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough. But I want to see the Guardians of Travel, and so I want to see a fight on the Brown Stadium, even a sad one. That's
I suggest somebody and they're like, "Oh, that's a lot of drawing," and I was like, "Hulk just destroying West Side Market."
Yeah, heck yeah! Chickens flying everywhere, beef jerky. I mean, I think there's so much you can do with Cleveland, even just Cleveland's food. I mean, there's so much with that. So I'm really excited. Superheroes in Cleveland. I guess to the details. Please come get a blank cover if you have an idea of some artwork. We would love for everybody to be able to do as many covers as they want, but we are asking that you pick up 1 cover at a time. So if you're going to do 2 covers, that's great. Come grab it, do the artwork, turn it in, grab another one. That's cool. We'll make sure everybody's info is up to date and have you on our artist list, because I'll be honest with y'all, this might be the last year that this event, or at least this charity angle of it, looks like this. We might do a different type of art show or a different type of artist submission or something, but we do know that next year our main goal is to get money for the food bank. It just might look a little different, right?
Yep.
We're spitballing. We're having some ideas. Essentially what it comes down to is they've stopped making these blank covers. So at some point we either figure out how to make them ourselves or figure out an alternative or flip the thing on its head a little bit. But it's all about getting money to the food bank, and we will figure out how to do that. So if you do come pick up a cover, or if you have a friend who'd like to pick up a cover, absolutely give them our information. Tell them to come in, pick it up for them, whatever you got to do. Just have it back to the shop by the end of the day on Sunday, by the end of business on Sunday, December 14th. So what is that?
You got just a little less than a month.
Little less than a month. Little less than a month. Which is plenty of time.
Yeah.
I might even be able to pull something out artistically
Yeah.
in that amount of time. But yeah, we are very excited. You are going to hear about this again, and I'm not going to apologize for that. So now we'll get on to this week. This week of things.
So many things.
So
Speaking
many
of
things.
This week, we have 3 things to talk about this week, kinda. Now, this is a very loosey-goosey segment for us, as you can tell. This week, we could decide, but we didn't want to. It's that simple. We did not want to. 3 things this week, subtitled Simply the Best. We are amazed and astonished and really overwhelmed with how much stuff we love this week. And there's some stuff we knew we were going to love this week. Like, for example, 3 amazing collections on this list right here means that there are 3 unbelievably fantastic trade paperbacks on this table, ranging in price, but all under $20. Carmen from Image, Absolute Martian Manhunter from DC, and the We 3 DC Compacts edition for $10 are 3 collections that are unbelievably good and in no way, shape, or form a waste of even a single penny at all. Period.
Yes.
Like, no matter who reads them, who you get them for, who you pass them on to, unbelievably good stuff. And I reread 2 of the 3 this past weekend, so I know what we're talking about. The next of our 3 things this week are 21. Is titled 21 Fantastic Covers. We'll hold up one because we're talking about Batman Deadpool, written by Grant Morrison to begin with art by Dan Moore to begin with. But there's 5 stories in there. They are beautiful and fantastic and funny, and we have 21 amazing covers from, I think, 19 different artists. I think there's 1 or 2 repeated. But we'll get to each cover. We'll linger on each cover. We'll let you savor each cover. We are very excited about these one-shots that have been coming out, and I really hope it lends it. They're going to continue reprinting Amalgam stuff, so like we could get more DC crossover with Marvel in the future.
And may I say, get your pen and paper ready, because at 21, we're going from A to U. So, like, write down what letter you want, put it in there.
Well, they're on a computer or a phone, so they can just type it.
They could. Well, this way they can, like, they know for...
He's got a flip phone, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on.
Do it.
Write down your suggestions and mail them in.
His life.
Nope.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're probably the one. Like you and babies. Okay. In the spirit of things, we have to say the 3rd thing this week, and I'm glad we are. Do you guys notice my Marvel...
oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Marvel words. Marvelous words. But 8 incredible stories is kind of that one's loaded a little bit because all the stories on this side of the table are incredible. But what I have to say about the Marvel side of the table this week is I read, I think, everything. Even issues or series I don't follow. I wanted to dive in this week because it seems like the Marvel stories, even the middle of story arcs, are just so solid now. Like, they're all in telling great stories in great ways. We've got a couple one-shots, a couple of new first issues, but even the stuff like One World Under Doom wrapping up the storyline this week was beautiful and fantastic. The middle of the Predator versus Kills the Marvel Universe was amazing and fantastic. Captain America has so much weight to it. And then the Spider-Man Holiday Special, like every Marvel book this week, I counted 8 just off the top of my head, like gut feeling, that were just all incredible stories in the middle. You know, just like being told, like no effort whatsoever being thrown out there. And I just had such a good time reading Marvel Comics. DC doesn't have as big as an offering this week because of their giant one-shot display. But like, same can be said for them. I'm sure. Like we're just in a golden age of comic stories right now.
Yeah.
And story arcs, and we're all really, really jazzed about it. But we do have a very full table, so I'll bring you guys to the front of this one, and we'll get going. First on.
Ready?
Yeah.
On here?
There you go.
Yep.
First on is Invincible Battle Beast reprint from Image. We're reprint number 4, and we have 2 covers for that one. There's cover A. And there's cover B, which is much bloodier. Yeah. Then collections from Image have us at volume 1 of The Lost Fantasy. I think we're on volume 10. Yep, 10 of Monstrous. Anzuelo is a trade paperback of a hardcover that we had initially. Did you look at? I forget.
So Emma Rios did it, and it is, as they put it on there, like a way to resolve conflict without violence. But that being said, it is as gorgeous a book that you can imagine in one big giant graphic novel storytelling thing. Like, it looks amazing. Emma Rios, I haven't seen her do anything in a long time, and seeing this, I'm like, well, yeah, probably because she spent like 5 years doing it.
Oh, wow. Okay, it's like that.
It's amazing.
Yeah, okay, cool. You know a book like that when you see it.
Yeah.
You know. Speaking of which, Carmen is a paperback version of a book that we have been in love with for 3 years now, 2.5. Carmen is a beautiful story about life and death, which is simple because you can say that about any comic book or any story, I guess. But it truly is starting at the end of this young woman's life and being told moving forward, essentially. It's a little spooky. It's not very violent, and it does not jam the whole learn a lesson down your throat. Which is kind of the great part about it, because it's the story about life and death where you're probably going to learn something, but it's not about you. It's about her. And that's a great way to tell a story. It is absolutely beautiful. Gillian March wrote and drew it, so you've seen some DC covers by him for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
I think a lot of covers, not a lot of interior. Gotham City Sirens was him on the interior. But this is a very different book than Gotham City Sirens, so don't take that in the same direction. Unbelievably great book. Like, this is one of those that we will eternally recommend. It is evergreen. It will always be on one of our rec walls. It is a perfect single experience, and I am beyond overjoyed they're reprinting it.
Yeah.
It's quite simple. Like, I'm turning off the salesman right now, and this is a genuine appreciation that this book exists.
There's like 3 books that we talk about, like, if you want, like, just sort of something to appreciate, like, your life and how life is and stuff like that. And that'd be Day Tripper, Many Deaths of Layla Starr, and Carmen.
Yep.
It is is a holy trinity of that vein of reading. And I'm stoked to have it here. We have a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Moving on. I don't know how you follow up that. It's like opening for the Beatles. But Astounding Wolfman, part of the Invincible Universe, is put in compendium format. So there's a trade paperback for that one. Next to it, we've got a staff favorite ongoing series from the Ghost Machine universe by Jeff Johns. Geiger is on volume 4 of their trade paperback. Criminal, continually reprinted, but all with spined numbers in one format, which is really cool. So this was initially a one-shot hardcover by the Criminal team, and it's called Bad Weekend. It's volume 9 of the new printings. And then we have new stuff from Image. Sacrifices is on part 2 of their current story arc on issue number 17, and it felt like a finale issue. Yeah. It was crazy. It was essentially the Red Wedding version of Sacrificers.
Oh, no.
Yep. Cool. Creep Show volume 4, number 3.
Yes.
Yeah, game over.
Yep.
That's what it says. There's cover B. And we've got a phenomenal 1 in 10 variant for $8. My favorite current Image miniseries, honest to God, is Everything
so
Dead
good.
and Dying. If you have not read this book, and I know you haven't because there's only 8 people on the pre-order list for it, which is ridiculous. This is issue number 3. It is it's an astounding 3 issues. And I tell you what, if you're into it, it is we're talking about this right before the cast. It is a queer identity family story disguised as a zombie book. And they does the zombie book perfectly, and it does the queer story perfectly, and that's that. And I believe that wholeheartedly. Love this book. Love it.
Amazing.
Yeah, and who doesn't want a little girl eating spaghetti on the cover? There's cover A, and that's all we got. Undiscovered Countries on issue number 34. Viking Moon is on issue number 2. It's a rad cover. Good as Dead is on issue number 3 by Dave Lapham. And we have another Invincible tie-in. Capes is actually a remaster of the original series. So not rewritten as a script, but redrawn and visualized, shall we say. Mm-hmm. So it is an Invincible Universe tie-in that has already existed, but not for quite a while in print. And they're putting it out in issues again.
And from what I can tell, they're adding more issues beyond what they did initially.
It looks like there were extra panels in the thing that they...
Well, I think it was initially a 3-issue series, and he's already talking about, like, issue 7.
Oh,
so,
all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so more Invincible, no one's mad about it. There's cover A, and we have a 1 in 10 variant for $12 to go along with it. And... Man, too much gong.
Too much gong.
We hit it twice because Spawn the Dark Ages issue number 1 came out this week. So we know it's not very often we get a Spawn number 1.
I mean, it's been a couple months.
This is essentially Conan in the Spawn universe. I get a lot of Frazetta vibes, certainly Conan vibes, except not as many scantily clad women. So I'm sure we'll get there. Issue 1 of 6. If you'd like to try out Spawn Dark Ages, please let us know. G.I. Joe is trucking through this story arc. They're on issue number 14 this week. We've got cover A right there. Cover the 1 in 25 variant for $10. And then a beautiful 1 in 50 variant. A lot going on in there for $20.
Lots of people die in this issue.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I can't tell by all the fire and debris. Next to it, we have the anticipated image number 1 this week called Final Boss. It has a lot going on. It's a mini-series. It's about a mercenary kind of thug guy. He's for hire. Like, he'll beat up anybody. He'll punch anything. He'll extort something for money. He's trying to follow in his grandfather's footsteps and, like, find this lost island mystery thing, but he's also, like, fighting dudes with chains in an underground octagon. It's a little bit of a fighting video game disguised as a comic book, and a little bit of a comic book disguised as a fighting video game with, like, stats and stuff. There's a lot going on. It's not unentertaining, but you've got, like, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and I'm trying to find a comic book equivalent for it. It's ultra violent.
It is ultra
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough. There definitely is a comic book tie-in to it. I just can't really say what it is.
Street Fighter?
Street Fighter's a video game.
Yeah, I know.
And a comic book?
The comic book?
Yeah.
Anyway, I say give it a shot.
Definitely has some Mortal Kombat stuff.
Oh my god. It literally, he cuts that dude in half and then it says brutality at the
Yeah.
bottom. So yeah, if you want a guy get cut in half with a chain, boom. By Tyler Kirkham. Cover A, and a fantastically Mortal Kombat-y cover B. Our probably collective favorite image series right now,
so
Exquisite Corpses. This one is awesome. I was going to give it away. I'm not going to give it
Don't
away.
give anything
I'm not going to give it away. Issue number 7. I love how if we're following it, it's weird that he's on the issue.
Yeah, I know.
There's cover A, the polybagged cover B with a trading card in it. Cover C, we got a 1 in 25 variant for $10. And then our only Marvel reprint this week is the facsimile edition of Civil War number 4. And our only Marvel collected edition this week is a Spider-Girl Modern Era Epic Collection. Family Ties. Got one Star Wars book from Marvel this week. That's on Star Wars Jedi Knights number 9 with 2 covers. There's cover A. Here's cover B. One Ultimate book this week from that Ultimate side of the universe, number 18. And surprisingly, probably the only Marvel book I didn't read this week.
And that's like one of your
And
favorites.
I love that book. But Dennis Camp, killing it. We'll talk about him a little bit later. There's cover A. Next to it, a $15 1 in 25 variant. Collective, I can't even say it's our favorite Marvel book this week because we like so much stuff. An unfathomably great issue of Predator Kills the Marvel Universe. You get to see how Thor goes down, people. It's awesome. It ties really well into the previous Verse Predator miniseries. So you got Black Panther action, Spider-Man action, and Wolverine action. There's some sweet fight moves in here. There's some sweet trophy getting. The trophy getting was built for this book. Like, the Predator angle of collecting trophies is made for the Marvel Universe. Just wait till you see what they got from the Punisher. There is cover A. I can't oversell it, honestly.
No, yeah.
There's cover A. Cover B, I want to see this Zabu versus Predator fight so bad. Here's cover C. And a 1 in 25 variant for $12. Now, here's an outlier. I'll hold this to you. Nova Centurion number 1, I was convinced it was going to be garbage. It's that simple. I didn't enjoy Imperial all that much. I think it was a little heavy in the regal construction of the Marvel Cosmos. Didn't care for it. There's a lot going on. This is about one guy trying to make a difference in the galaxy, and it works. It's kind of Hawkeye, like grungy, schlubby, just trying to be a hero, but I still got to get paid vibes. He's in a Hawaiian shirt half the time, but Richard Rider's been around forever, so he knows how to interact with the different galactic councils and monarchies and whatever, but luckily we don't have to see him do any of that because they really quickly give us a blurb about the current crime syndicates in the galaxy, and then we're just talking about Richard Rider. That's it. He's a great narrator, or there's a great narrator. They've got a great small cast of people, and it really freaking works, which I have never said about a Nova book before. My favorite thing about Nova up until this exact moment was the zombie cover on Nova number 14 from like 12 years ago. That was about it. So really, really worth a try as far as a Marvel Cosmic series goes. This is the tone I wanted the more lighthearted tone I wanted from Imperial. I wanted some pluckiness. I wanted some Guardians of the Galaxy injected into it. I'm getting it here. There's cover A. Here's cover B. And here's the ever original, never seen this pose before from Frank Miller variant on cover C. Oh, wait, the guy with his elbows tucked in flying at you. Never mind, seen that. We got a whole row of Amazing Spider-Man people. Watch out. Issue number 16. What's going on?
So, Plague there, that guy on the cover, you don't want to get touched by him because, like, there's a lot of blood that happens.
Ew.
And, yeah, he's been hired by Tombstone to, like, take out Spider-Man. Like, it's pretty intense.
How do you say his name? Plague RX?
Yeah.
Or how do you
I'm just calling him Plague.
In the pharmacy world, do you pronounce an RX in a certain way?
I mean,
you just say RX.
Prescription.
Okay, so Plague prescription?
Yeah, sure. RX.
Terrible villain name.
Oh yeah, no. Just call him Plague.
Plague's good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. New Spidey villain. So there's cover A. The ever popular Lee Bermejo cover B.
Try to get without the glare. Yeah, here we go.
Fantastic cover C with a Toy Story 30th anniversary homage to Amazing Fantasy 15. Ooh. Cover D is the Chaos costume, which I do not think, I think it could have had legs. Mm-hmm. Cover E, more Plague. A 1 in 25 variant for $10, which is beautiful. I like all the negative space in that, to be honest with you. I didn't think I was going to, but it looks better in person. And then a 1 in 100 variant of the Lee Bermejo Amazing Visions, all art cover for $55. Sorry, Nova. Next up, Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, number 5, the end of a miniseries. The end of an era, some would say. Some would say it's even the Kai Sai era, but it's not because it's not that Godzilla, and I don't know anything else about Godzilla. So I'm going to move on. It is the end of Godzilla, but Godzilla will return to destroy more of the Marvel Universe, we have been told.
Yes.
And I believe them. There's cover A, especially after looking at the last page. Here's cover B. Here's cover C. Oh, here's cover D. Yeah. Your carnageized Godzilla. And last but not least, a 1 in 25 variant of all art for $30. Finishing out the row, we got all new Spider-Gwen. The Ghost Spider, she's on issue number 4. There's cover A. Cover B is your Streetverse variant by In-Hyuk Lee. Captain America number 5 is next on my reading stack. Kevin assured me that this is the heaviest read of the week. Andrew said it's not, but Andrew is pretty desensitized to a lot of things.
I mean, to be fair, the one above is fair.
Yeah.
I'm still excited to read Captain America.
Yeah. It was a very good issue.
I'm very jazzed about this. So cover A for that by Chip Zdarsky. Cover B, another Toy Story Steranko homage. Cover C by Chip Zdarsky, a little different than his previous ones. Here's cover D by David Mack. Cover E is your In-Hyuk Lee Streetverse variant. And then, honestly, God, my favorite book of the week on Marvel's side of the table. Spider-Man Holiday Special is not a typical throw a bunch of stories into a book, make it holiday, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, right down your throat stuff. This is a story about Peter Parker and where he spends his holidays, and it is absolutely delightful. It involves the entire Marvel Universe. They all look fabulous. They all celebrate the holidays in their own different ways. No one pushes anybody around. There's no fighting. It's just great conversation, great design, and really, really warm feelings. It is a perfect holiday special for $5. Yep. I've already ordered 20 more. It is great. It is all-inclusive and fantastic, and it is just absolutely the story you want from the Marvel Universe in the holiday season.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, that simple.
Yep.
It is so fun. And there's a sexy Tigra moment. There's cover A. Everybody should get it. And there's cover B. The Thing Gone Wild. On skis. This is the book that John Shear was referring to as heavier than Captain America number 5. One World Under Doom did end this week. He's got a couple epilogue issues coming up. I could talk about it forever and spoil the whole thing. If you read issue number 8, there was a big blow to Doom's ego that we did not expect at the end of it. And this is the fallout from that. And it is simply beautiful. The interactions between Doom and the rest of the freaking universe are great. But the interaction between Dr. Doom and Reed Richards is not a hard one to pull off, but it's hard to do right, especially in context of this issue. And I think everything about this was perfect, and I love this miniseries.
Yeah.
I really do. I think the entire miniseries got everything right as far as superhero fighting and big ideas and ground level ideas go, and political ideas, and relevant ideas. And I think they did everything right and then tied it in a pretty little bow at the end of this. And that's that. There's a reason I'm raving about every Marvel book this week.
It's so good. It's as heartfelt and passionate as you want a Doom book to be. And then
I would have called it impossible to do this. Yeah. If you would have told me about this story start to finish, like if you would have pitched me everything, I'd have been like, there's no way. There's no way you're going to nail this. Nailed it. Absolutely.
Yep.
And an amazing cover A. Look at that surfer board. How do you take that dude out? There's cover A, cover B, cover C. Cover D, and I am continually making fun of this because Red Hulk did not do anything. And Doom's mask does not stay on with a strap like a common peasant. Cover E. Cover F is your Doomosaur variant. Cover G is your Street Verse variant where Doom is looking good. He's feeling it. You can tell. That's not just his normal cloak. That's no Doombot.
It's fashion.
It is fat. It's high fashion. He looks like a sleeping bag, though, kind of right there. G. Here's cover H. I remember. I got the alphabet. And a 1 in 25 variant for $10, which, after reading the issue, is a steal. Now we got some Marvel event time. Oh, no, we don't.
One more.
We have a new issue of Punisher Red Band, issue number 3 this week. People keep on adding to their file, and I love you guys for that, but that just means that sometimes our cover A's get taken up. I did order more. If you miss out on it for your file, let me know, and we'll do our best to get them for you. Red Bands are not reprinted very often, so this is a 1 in 25 variant for $20. Now we're getting into the event tie-ins of the week, specifically the Age of Revelation. We've got them on here, people. So we got Unbreakable X-Men issue number 2, which is extremely enjoyable, and the stakes are very high. This is a great, great tie-in series. There's cover A. Here's your Inhyuk Street First variant. 1 in 25 cover for $10. I like Blind Gambit. And a 1 in 50 all art cover of the Street Verse for $20. Also on issue number 2 is X-Men Book of Revelation. There's your cover A. Here's your cover B for $12. I'm sorry, a 1 in 25 variant for $12. And just as a spoiler, in case anybody's thinking about buying it for collector reasons, that is Kitty Pryde. Hey, man. Yeah. Kitty Pryde people love Kitty Pryde covers. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Look at his face. He's getting red. Radioactive Spider-Man, also tying in with Age of Revelation this week. There's cover A. And there's cover B, which I am kind of in love with also. And Omega Kids, the book that starts off soft and then kicks you in the shin. Number 2, there's cover A. Now, another big X-Men moment this week, which I won't over-talk about because I am a little confused. Even after reading the Alpha issue last month and then the number 1 issue of this miniseries, the X-Men of Apocalypse are trying to end the Xavier timeline of X-Men and reinsert themselves as the core X-Men. I am not sure how, and I'm honestly not super sure why. But you've got beautiful Simone DeMeo artwork in this one, same as on the cover, and you do get some sweet X interactions. I think we are about to have some unexpected X interactions in the near future for the rest of this miniseries, and I'm excited to see those too. Because the hop in time and space at the end of the issue was a little unexpected. There's cover A. Here's cover B. Cover C. I like her with bangs. Too much Project Runway, Ben. Too much Project Runway. Here's cover D by Mark Brooks. Cover E. I love that one. Your 1 in 25 variant for $10. So let's call it 1 in 25 variant A. Right? Here's 1 in 25 variant B. So if you're having a little confusion, just describe it. Below that, Joe Madureira did a wonderful cover of Storm. This is the all-art 1 in 50 cover for $40. Daniel Warren Johnson did an amazing 1 in 100 cover. Look at this one up close, people. Like, they are tearing each other apart. Like, neither one of them lives through this moment.
No.
Which is amazing. So Daniel Warren Johnson, 1 in 100 variant for $75, which I will tell you is a steal. The lowest one I saw sell is $90. And then next to that, the other 1 in 100 variant by Art Germ featuring Rogue, $80, also freaking beautiful. also freaking beautiful. And honestly, I'm not jealous of you this week because I got to talk about a lot of really cool books.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. And I just get to talk
you
a lot about one book.
One new absolute for you
Yeah,
too. So.
I know. But the big one, look at this. Look at this stack here. We finally are trying to figure out like what people want, and people want Batman Deadpool. So Grant Morrison, Dan Mora are writing are doing this one, and it is every bit as trippy as a Grant Morrison book is, and because Deadpool is always breaking the fourth wall, it feels like they're breaking like this fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth walls in this one too. Like as much as you like, oh, Grant Morrison did that back in Animal Man. Yeah, he's doing it like times 10 in this.
Oh yeah.
But that's the main story. Second story, Tom Taylor writing Nightwing and Laura Kinney Wolverine as a duo and as a team up, and it is as good a book. It's almost worth the price of admission. It really is. It is all about family and
fathers
trying to figure out how to measure up to your dads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's perfect. Now that being said, you also have a fun Harley Hulk story. There's a really trippy Doctor Strange Hellblazer story, and then Static and Ms. Marvel story. Like two teens hanging out together, just trying to save the world. So
my elevator pitch of this book, in some way, shape, or form, is going to involve the phrase "two cosmic entities walk into a bar," and like
Yep.
it is. Grant Morrison really leans into his meta style of I'm gonna create the circumstances of this crossover. And page 1 is legitimately two cosmic entities meeting, having an immediate attraction to each other, and smooching. And that's where this crossover comes from. And it just gets weirder from there. Like in a good way. So, great one shot. Really stoked about it. I'll let you get to your alphabet cover.
all right. So cover A. Next to that, we got cover B, which is your homage. I love the fact that Batman's laughing. Cover C. Cover D, your Hulk homage. Cover E, Jim Lee. Cover F is your spiffy, shiny foil variant. Cover G, almost spiffy and shiny. Cover H, Frank Whiteley. Cover I, Jay Lee. Cover J, got Frisson. Cover K. Cover L. Cover M, Bermejo. Cover N, your duo. Cover O. Cover P is your Harley Hulk.
I love that cover.
Yeah.
Q, Punisher Batman teaming up again. Cover R. Cover S. Cover T, your Magicians. And cover U is your blank variant.
Woo!
Yeah.
Judge knows his alphabet.
And then we got Absolute Flash. Absolute Flash is he teams up with the Rogues, and it's all about Grodd again. That's all. That's what we care about, and it's fantastic. It's still good. Betrayals, everything you want. It's such a good book. So good.
This is where I'm finally seeing Jeff Lemire inject his brand of weird
Yes.
into it. Like, this is the issue where I'm finally like, Jeff Lemire's writing this book.
There we go. Yeah. But next to that, Mouseman Knows, issue 27 of Wonder Woman. She lays him out in
Many times.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
This book, this
Amazing.
this issue has astonishing implications.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on, and it is fantastic. There's your cover A. There's your cover B. And there's your cover C.
I thought that was a Dark Knights of Steel reprint at first.
I know. Superman Unlimited number 7. Single standalone one shot as John Kent is hanging out in Smallville, and Mom Lois says, "Hey, be a reporter at the Smallville newspaper, New Daily Planet outlet." And he tries to figure out what stories are going on in Smallville, and ends up with one that the very first Superman movie plays around with. So going back to the 1940s. And then Titans number 29. It's a DC KO tie-in, and it is all the Titans separated throughout the galaxy, all trying to save millions of people, and bad things are happening at each one of those points. Batman Superman World's Finest 45. It is indeed a Luthor-Joker team-up. As Luthor says, there is no way, I am not going to do it. And then Joker tells him, like, hey, how about this? And he's like, fine, first sign of betrayal, I kill you. And Joker's like, I wouldn't have it any other way. So, yeah. Nightwing 132. And then, but finally next to that, New Gods number 12. The last in that one. Give us a nice big collection. It's beautiful. It's so well done. Like, and as they say at the end, hopefully we'll see more soon at some point. Below that, Catwoman's on issue number 81. Justice League Red is on issue number 4. And then we got reprints. Absolute Flash number 1. Yay. Batman number 2. We'll go back down here real quick. Yep. Absolute Batman. We'll work backwards. Okay. 9.
Whatever.
8. 3. And 2. So get caught up on your Absolute Batman. We've got 1s. Get your 2s and 3s. Action Comics. This is the volume 2. Thank you. But below that, DC Finest Green Lantern. It's the introduction of Guy Gardner. I mean, you can't beat that. In fact, he turned out to be my dad's favorite character in the Superman movie. So,
all right.
Didn't see that coming. But below that, I'm going to hold it up.
Yeah.
Absolute Martian Manhunter. 6 issues of absolute beautiful artwork, trippy storytelling, as interesting and comic booky as you could possibly get in a story, and it's only halfway done at the very least.
Yeah, for the record, this does completely catch you up on Martian Manhunter. It will return with issue 7 in January. And this is this is my favorite Absolute book. I'm going to say it. It's on record.
There you go.
I reread this over the weekend. I devoured it. And it's a perfect comic book in my mind. It's a perfect superhero comic in my mind because it is as much superhero style with a crime story as it is a crime story with a superhero element. It's the perfect blend of words and pictures. It does not get better. It does not get better.
The colors are absolutely amazing. And in one of the few times, like, there's definitely colorists who can affect a book. This one is, like, stylistically affecting the book in the best way possible and in a way that you absolutely understand what the character's powers are and stuff like that. It's wonderful. It's so good.
It is astonishingly well told.
Yeah. And if you're reading the Absolutes, read this one. So we've got a soft cover and we've got a $25 hardcover. Next to that, so DC Compact. Usually they've done even like 12-issue compacts for $10. This one's a 3-issue compact for $10, worth every bit of it. Like, if we can keep this in stock for like the next decade, so be it. Like, Grant Morrison at his most grounded, probably, and Frank Quitely at his most dynamic. It is a story about these 3 animals, and they
dog, cat, rabbit.
And they all escape.
They have been mutilated by science, and that's sad. It is, but it's essentially Homeward Bound, but they're in mech suits. And and it is very tragic, but it does not leave you with a sense of dread at all at the end. It's a little hard to read at some points because they go through some amazing trials. But it is so rewarding to see their story end and the way they interact on the way there. It's one of my favorite 3-issue miniseries in the shop.
It's easily. So good. Yeah. It's eminently rereadable too.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You can just pick it up like, oh, let me read that again.
Yeah, talk about a book we've been in love with for a long time.
Yeah.
What is that, 20 years?
Yeah.
Like, We 3 is an unbelievably well-told story.
Yeah. Fantastic. And then silliness next to it. Harley Quinn Elvira is on issue number 2. We did well with the first one, and it's still going. It's got a number of issues left to go. And Andrea very nicely put it in the correct order. So there's your cover A.
Yeah.
There's your cover B.
I like that one.
There's your cover C. And that one's your cover D.
I like to think of what the story is, or how they ended up there. Like, it's probably have something to do with stealing Froyo. I love that somehow whoever kidnapped them also put the dead beaver that she carries around with her in the trunk with them.
Of course.
Like, just throw it in. We gotta get
it out of here. Another collection, Return of the Blues Brothers, The Escape of Joliet Jake. I'm going to hold it up. So Dan Aykroyd's and John Belushi's kids wrote this book, and Aykroyd basically said, go with God. And as I was flipping through it, because I heard him talk all about it in San Diego, but it's really cool. The artwork is actually really, really solid. Like, it's like tells the story very, very well. And if you're just jonesing for a sequel to the Blues Brothers that's like authorized, here you go. Can't beat it. It's like $35. You get a nice, beautiful hardcover.
You know, for a movie about characters who don't move very well, like physically, it's nice to see them in a comic book where they can like affect that action.
Yes. So next to that, we got Mark Spears' Monsters. This one's the reprint of issue 1.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then we have another reprint. This is cover B of that reprint of issue 1. Pecos Bill and the Guns of Oz. Just in case you needed
it was a crazy fun title, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to put one on the table.
There we go. Brides from Bliss Studios. This is a one-shot from the small company, and number 1
Did we
for
order
that.
by accident?
I think
No, I
it
believe
just
they
came.
they sent it to us.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah, there we go.
okay.
Deluge is on number 2. Super creepy.
can't wait to read
Oh,
this.
my
I
gosh.
gotta read that.
But the very cool one is the Judge Death 2025 Mega Special. I'm going to hold this up because there's not a lot of Judge Dredd I've read. I've seen the new movie, the good one, the Carl Urban one. But I have read Judge Death because Brian Bolland did the artwork on a lot of those stories. And it is beautiful and it is creepy. And this is a whole bunch of other Judge Death stories. And he is like, if you think Judge Dredd is like, we're going to punish the guilty, Judge Death is like that times 10. Like,
He's going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to do it with
He's
style.
got death in his name.
Judge
Yeah.
Dredd's like, all right, he gets one bullet. Judge
Yeah.
Death's like, I'm going to light him on fire.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right.
And listen to him scream.
Yeah. Critical Role Vox Machina Origins Series 1, number 6 is out this week. Masters of the Universe, The Sword of Flaws is on issue number 2. Nocturnal Sinister Path is on issue number 3. As is Powers on issue number 3, Powers 25. Minor Threats, The Last Devil Left Alive is on issue number 2. We got 2 covers to that. There's your cover A. And there's your cover B.
Yeah.
Red Book is also on issue number 2 from James Tinian. Collection-wise, Godzilla, the Library Collection, Volume 5, with an astounding cover. I love that one. Twilight Zone's on issue number 2 from IDW. There's your cover A. And there's your cover B by Frank Avia.
Eyeball in that tone.
Oh, yeah. So Starship Godzilla's on issue number 2.
So many number 2.
Casey Jones is on issue number 2, but we got 2 covers to that. So there's your cover A. 3 covers, actually. There's your cover B, him and his armory, and there's your cover C.
That's cute.
It's a good one. Another really good collection, Tom King's Animal Pound. It's basically his version of like Animal Farm, and it is really potent and good and solid, and as in a week of stunning trade paperbacks, for this to be 4th is pretty impressive. So yeah. In Bloom, the full collection is here. Hello Darkness on issue number.
Yes.
What is this?
covers-
Like
Was it 16?
Those covers are amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, good
Every
God.
single one of them is so weirdly sexy and gross.
Oh yeah.
It's so odd.
TMNT Power Rangers on issue number 3. And then Power Rangers Prime is on issue number 12. Space Ghosts on issue number 5. And Herculoids is on issue number 10. I would have... could not have...
I never would have thought.
Never would have guessed
never.
it.
Yeah.
5-issue miniseries at best.
Gotcha Man's on issue number 14.
Same.
That one I could have guessed a little bit more.
I would have thought they would have kept going with one-shots and maybe done another miniseries.
Yeah, that you're not wrong about that. Racer X on issue number 3. Monster High World Scare is on issue number 4. Sonic's on issue 82. Josie and the Pussycats has annual spectacular. Mickey Mouse back from IDW.
These are reprints, but they're classic stories. Phantom Blot is a new Disney character to me, which doesn't happen very often, and I enjoyed the crap out of this issue. It also has a super goof story,
Yes.
where you find out how he gets his powers.
So
It was very charming.
I just love the fact that he waters his watering cans.
Yeah, well, yeah. So gotta make sure.
Lion King. Yay, new Lion King series.
Kind of highly anticipated,
Yeah.
from all my Disney happenings on the internet. People are kind of stoked about a Lion King comic.
Issue number 1. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories, The Bad Batch Ghost Agents, the whole series is collected there, and I know they're doing more Bad Batch stuff, so there's that. And then next to that, we got Little Mega Man 2, and it's a full-on manga of Little Mega Man. So, yeah, there you go. And that is...
It's actually
Very
it's a
full
hell
table.
of a week.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I am there. Not every week do I say I'm very excited to sell comic books, but I cannot wait to sell comic books tomorrow. I am jazzed. So please take all of our recommendations, bring all of your money, and bring all your friends, your artistic friends, to do blank covers. I did not mention, because I was too excited about comics, that all of the money we raise from this art show does go to benefit the Cleveland Food Bank, and we want to do that as effectively as possible. Period. Yeah. But thank you so much for joining us on this weird, wild, full week of comic books. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night, and we will see you tomorrow for your stuff.